Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Get out of sight! Dragon swarm!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Crescent moon! I'll shoot them out of the sky! Tiger blade!
The flame inside me!
Aim for the weak point! Burning!
Soaring dragon swarm!
Freeze blast! Igneous!
Explosive ring!
This one's mine! Hurricane blast!
The
enemy is ours too.
We'll soon see about that! Vanish without a trace!
Dragon swarm!
Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Explosive ring!
Use a healing art!
Dragon!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Dragon swarm!
Tiger blade! Hurricane glacial spear! Let's keep up the pressure! Hurricane
I could do without
Wild
this pain.
Awaken and wreak havoc! Double demon bang! Shockwave strike!
Tiger blade!
Dragon swarm!
Igneous!
Severing wind! Void flash! Strike! Lunar rondo! Mirage! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
By the power of flame! Finish without a
Your
trace!
line! Eat dirt!
Hurricane strike!
Dragon swarm!
Outstanding form!
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Going in!
Shockwave strike!
Show me what your art can
I'm
do!
not done!
Rise and shine! Flag assault! Resurrection!
I'm ready! Struck!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact block!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Fine! Here I come!
Radiant
No escape! Dragon swarm!
Can you take it? I shall ensure you survive this.
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Blood.
Rending you apart! Crush! Bloody hell! Eternal devastation! No escape! Eternal devastation! It's over!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
No complaints here.
Searing gale!
Negative gate.
Vanish without a
Wind!
trace.
On your knees.
Crush! Here I come! Struck!
Freeze laser.
Dragon swarm! I'm ready! Show me! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Stardust!
Spirits within the soil.
Rising Phoenix! You're mine! Strike! None can! I'm not done!
A wailing dancing of lightning!
Dragon
Now!
Blow them away!
Thank goodness we won!
You picked the wrong fight! Now I can more of this and I'll burn out!
This is gonna need all of us together!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
I'm not done!
Begin!
You're finished! Shockwave Flash!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Freeze Lancer!
Look sharp! Masterful dash!
Dragon Swarm!
One more!
Cripple Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Negative escape!
This one's mine!
No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Shockwave Flash!
On guard!
Into the
Masterful
shadows!
dash!
Hurricane
Resist!
Strike!
Their arts were interrupted!
Here! Lightning
Here I
Strike!
come! Dragon Swarm!
Let's keep up the pressure! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Flaming Meteor!
Wide open!
Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Dragon
Finish without a trace!
Not today!
On guard!
Strike!
Begin!
Hurricane Strike!
Take this!
Burning
Dance on the wind!
Explosive Ring!
Deflect like this!
Dragon
They
Swarm!
smite with black and blade!
Lightning Strike!
Dragon
Healing
Swarm!
Circle!
I owe you one.
Crescent Moon!
Why aren't you human?
To stop me down, don't feel so hard.
Right. You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Crush! Dragon Swarm!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malika!
Flaming Meteor! Do it!
Demon down!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one. You did the heavy lifting.
Let's see what you've got.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Light up the ground!
Now!
Down!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Another incantation ruined.
Now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Show you what my heart can do! Run! And
Aim for the weak, like moth to the flame. Pulse of regeneration. Regenerate.
Dragon Swarm!
Let us take to the fray.
Astral Art?
That's my cue! Flaming Meteor!
Shut him down!
Burning!
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Shock. Regeneration! Regenerate!
Take this!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Let us
This
take
works.
the prey. What? Begin!
Dragon Sword!
First force, Graviton Field!
I have no limits! Double Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
Dance in the wind!
I don't feel like my usual self. Are you alright? Let me handle
Can't
this
take
one.
much more.
So sorry to disappoint you.
Spear! Dragon
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that! I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
My pride was my downfall.
Raging
Double
Cascade!
Demon Fang!
Negative
Don't mind if I do!
Need to pull myself
A new lease on
Thanks.
life! Hit!
I'm not done!
Up and at
Dragon
it!
Sword!
Let's
My pride was my downfall.
all disasters may run! Come for healing
You're
arts of
mine!
purity!
Dragon Sword!
Master!
Eagle Fly! It's on!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward!
Not today! Now, while it's
No more
reeling!
playing! Take it down!
Holy
Dragon Sword!
Do you require a hand?
A wailing banshee of
Shockwave
lightning!
Flash!
Here we go
Blue
again.
Escape!
Feel! Let's get you all tucked
Take
away!
this! Blue Escape!
Dance, immortal droplet! Healing circle!
I owe you
In
one.
here!
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be better.
Now I'm in trouble.
Blue Escape!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Sleep now. Resident
I owe you one. Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! My turn!
Spirit Flame!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
By the power of flame!
Here I come!
Just getting started.
Strike!
By the power of flame! Finish without
All
a
good
trace!
things come to an end.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Thunder
You're
Field!
mine!
Whoa, whoa,
Dragon
whoa!
Swarm!
Strike! Up and at 'em!
Eat
Let's
this!
go! Rise and shine!
Whirling snap!
There you go! Don't let up! Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Thunder
Now I'm in the groove.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glitter! The chain between heaven and earth! Here!
Denied!
A wailing banshee of lightning! The dragon
Dragon
rise!
Swarm!
Inferno Punch! Now I'm in the groove.
Exclusive ring!
Eagle Fly!
I'm not crumbled! Double Demon!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Now I can let loose!
Oh, sparkling stars of light!
You shouldn't have messed with me.
Purify all! And again! Swallow
I'm not done!
Dance in the wind!
It's on! Burn in hell!
Chain between
Here I
heaven and
come!
earth!
It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Searing
Eat
flame!
this!
Double Demon Fang!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Step back, this one's all law!
Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That... just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they... They're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah. It's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell! Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted. Like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
An opponent like this could be easy. And more of this is sorry. Double Phoenix Fang! Eternal devastation! Win!
Shield and
There!
lightning!
No
Piercing
thought. Here I come! Struck!
Get behind me!
Dragon form!
I'm out of ammo!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! My turn! Begin! Thunderbolt! Here I come!
This one's
Dragon form!
Here goes!
Chocolate death on the way! I'm ready! Win!
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn to flame inside me! Yours to be let free!
Do it! Lightning strike! Astral energy! Full throttle! Flaming meteor! Make it way!
Follow me! in an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Hook shot! Hurricane explosion! Dragon swarm!
Lightning strike! Hurricane
The
blast!
fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Here I come! Dragon
Was a
swarm!
shock! Gemini eyes blown!
Take this!
I'm not done! Dragon swarm!
Hurricane strike! Explosion! Look shot! Did you
Resonate with
see
the
this
earth!
coming?
Shockwave flash! Here I come!
It's weakened!
Shockwave flash! This ends now!
Here goes!
Air pressure!
Lightning strike!
Spirits within the soil.
Here I come!
Lightning strike!
Yours
Here's
to
the
be left
eagle.
free!
Hurricane strike!
Here I come!
Green
Double
blast!
bang! Strike!
Switch off!
It's over!
Can you take it? Reload!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No
Wait here!
never!
Going in! Freeze Lancer!
Dragon swarm!
Tiger Blade! Power of Flame! Hurricane strike! My head's spinning! Just watch me!
It's over!
Explosion!
Masterful tap!
Time to stop! Hurricane strike!
Dragon swarm!
Lightning strike!
Scream of pain and blood.
Double demon fang!
You a bloody howling.
Hurricane strike!
Flash!
Lightning strike!
Tear! Hurricane blast!
You a
Tear!
bloody howling.
I have no limits!
Look sharp! On guard! Here, let me help!
I've used too much.
Need to pull my... This one's mine!
Demon lightning! Yours to be let free! Dragon swarm!
Explosion! Spread!
Eternal demon! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Double demon fang! Dragon swarm!
Radiant! Rain down!
Eat dirt!
Here's a healing arm!
Elusive deity!
First aid!
Okay, here I go! Sonic Spear! You're finished!
Spirit flame!
Dragon swarm!
A whirling struggle! Negative damage without a trace!
I'm ready! Go, honey!
Magic is...
In an instant! Impact block!
Perhaps we ought to recuperate for a while.
I agree. Fighting in this state would be reckless.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious... dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point. fighting against it.
Courteous, huh?
Take this!
Elusive deity! Soaring blast!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Dragon Form! Dragon Form!
Radiant light!
Here I come!
Don't use too much.
Double Demon Fang! You escape!
So you clamor for my true power?
Burn!
Breath of life!
Take
Heal
this!
my weary
Wind
companion!
astral energy! Dance in the wind! Air
You
power!
escape!
The water! Creation!
Adversity is said to be the best motivation.
Take this!
Eternity!
Force of
Here I come!
regeneration!
Dragon Form!
For you,
Let us
Dad.
take the fray. He who prepares is free from the
Let me
free you of your
Dragon
power.
Form!
Winds of heaven! First force!
Here we go again! Breath of
Double
life!
Demon
Heal
Fang!
my weary companion!
Burn!
Come on, roll now!
You escape!
A chain between heaven and earth!
What?
A wailing dancy of lightning!
Spirits within the soil.
Awaken and wreak havoc! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara!
I'm on it!
Watch
This
this!
one's all
Feel
mine!
my weary companion!
Dragon Form!
Death blossom!
What would I do without you?
Eat dirt! Take this! Strike! First strike!
A whirling
Dragon Form!
Winds of heaven!
Burn!
First force!
Double Demon Fang! I'm not
Evil
done!
assault!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Illuminate the truth! Holy
Explosive
Ring!
ring!
Too much to handle?
On your
Chain between heaven and
Demon
earth!
Fang!
Eat this!
Demon
A
Fang!
wailing dancy! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've been doing really great lately.